very much.
Is she here yet?
Very much.
Yeah, there's no rush because we have. We'll be very quick. Now, standing by. Is that us on air? We're broadcasting live television. I didn't know we were on air there. You know, I need to be looking at them to see a thumbs up, don't I? Yeah. The red. We need to get a red light on the desk. I need to get a red light for my joints because this is Steve Eccles, our man of physiotherapy, and Eccles Physiotherapy down on the Warren Point Road, the old Warren Point Road. And we were on the same planet today because I was saying I see so many people, old athletes going around in their sort of dotage years, aerobically magnificent, sucking it in and blowing it out with the greatest of ease, very, very aerobically healthy, but they're hobbling like refugees from Lourdes or somewhere. They're all, help me God, and they're beaten because of the hammering that their bones have taken over the years.
Yes.
Walking, not running.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, I feel that if you've been running all your life, it'll slowly build up the cartilages in your knees to be nice and thick and to get used to things like that. It's people of, you know, our middle-aged people like ourselves, Rowan.
Well, are you saying? I'm sorry, I have to tackle you on this. Are you saying that those who run are thick?
Thick. Their joints.
Oh, their joints are thick.
Their joints.
And that's
are
a good
thick.
thing.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think that if you take it up, then you run the risk of taking thin cartilage and beating it into the ground.
That's where I've been going
and developing.
Wrong. That's where I've been going wrong.
Osteoarthritis.
Yeah, well, I've got that already.
So I think that if you're middle-aged and you've been sitting behind a desk all your life and you think, oh, I better get out and do something, you know, start walking. Mountain walking, the hills are beautiful around here. You know, we've got lots of really lovely places to walk. Bikes are great, swimming is great, but the running, I think there's a lot of people now after 2 or 3 years having to quit the running because of their knees, and then that doesn't just stop you running; it stops you doing other things.
Absolutely,
as well. So
because in the early, my day builds up as it goes, as it wears on through. I find that I'm hobbling in the early morning.
Yes.
I'm shuffling along almost, but then I start to get into my stride.
Yes, and that's typical of osteoarthritis.
Really,
being stiff in the morning. You know, you get out of bed and and it's all a little tight. But by the time your breakfast's into you, it's starting to warm up. And
what would you take for breakfast?
What would I take for breakfast? I don't know. Whatever's. I had a yogurt and a bit of banana today.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
I take blueberries. Very good.
Blueberries. Yes.
Love the.
Super
200 grams. It's a long way from grams I was raised, I tell you, out in the meadow. But 200 grams of blueberries.
Yes.
Very good. And you get them they're in the shops from Poland and now Scotland.
Lovely.
Scotland, if they go independent, will need to sell an awful lot of blueberries.
They will. I think this is very exciting, don't you?
Yeah, but the Scots are canny people. They're not going to go alone. You know, romance and history and wonderment, that's all okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the buck, we know what the Scots are like.
Yeah.
They want the money. They're not going to let it go. They won't let go of it. So you had other thoughts in your head to talk to me about this morning.
Well, yeah, I met a young fella. He's
Sounds like the beginning of a limerick.
Yes,
I met a young fella
from Craigmore.
I don't think we'll go that way.
Right. He's a young guy called Niall Crilly, and him and his brother have started a Craigmore Fitness. I think that's what it's called. I went to look for it the other day and I couldn't find it, so I'll have to talk to him. But we were talking about much the same thing. He's very against people starting to run if they're middle aged. He hates boot camps, which I do too. I mean, I think just generally fitness should be fun. It should be enjoyable. It should be pleasant. It shouldn't be this masochism. This grim-faced, painful thing, because life's too short for that.
Too short for that.
Too short.
And it really, really, really tiddles me off when I see these fellas in their lycra coming out of the gym. They're like, and these are the owners of gyms. This here. They're like automatons, muscular automatons, and I just don't want to. I wouldn't even want to talk to them. Never mind go and train with them.
Yes,
I'd be looking and say, I don't want to end up like that.
Well, he doesn't look like that.
No, but sensible
yes,
approach.
a sensible approach. Yeah.
And
I always wonder if those guys can get their hands into their pockets, you know, their
but
lats are so
do they
big.
do they close? Yeah, do it. It's amazing. But I mean, the health of the nation, and we keep coming back to this, and I do stress it.
Yeah,
You know, we look after the car, goes in for services.
yeah.
We change the oil. We do all of
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
obviously, we need to do the same. Look after ourselves.
Yes.
Because take an interest, and that means physiotherapy. If you need physiotherapy,
Yeah.
be taken through the pain barrier to have the manipulation and the
Yes, well,
massage
hopefully
done.
not the pain barrier.
No,
but
no,
yes.
not the pain barrier, but through the barrier to healing. which
Yes,
is
I
the whole
think
thing.
if something's weak, we should strengthen it up a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
You very kindly give me exercises at home. I find it hard to exercise, not because of the physicality of it, but because of the sheer repetitive boredom of it.
Yeah.
If someone can come up with an exercise way that doesn't entail necessarily boredom and,
Yes.
oh, I'm fed up with this,
Well,
I think they'll make a fortune.
You could take up hula dancing. I think you'd be
Hula dance.
Hawaiian hula dancing. Be very good for your low back, or maybe
Yeah.
Latin dancing, something like that.
Now we're getting into dangerous territory here for all sorts of reasons.
Yes, and I think
Steve.
you're going to
I think we're
discuss
gonna
all this stuff in the next
Well, just no,
interview.
we're going to leave that, you know. But I mean, the actual movement of this, is this a good movement? You're there. This is hula, is it not? You're kind of,
There you go.
is that good or
Oh, that's
bad
beautiful,
for my back?
beautiful.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
asking
no,
you to
it's
take
good.
pleasure from this. I'm asking you, is this good or bad for my back?
Yeah, no, it is good. It is good. It is.
Good or bad?
Good.
And I can actually
Yeah.
feel the heat generating.
Yes.
So-
If you're feeling that it's a little tight
Yeah.
doing that, so yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
Just getting there, you go.
yeah, a bit of movement. Yeah.
Enjoy that. Enjoy
Yeah,
that.
that's nice.
The,
That's
the,
nice.
the second thing I was going to is a bit of a rant. I might get.
You come on that
I might
soapbox.
get my soapbox.
We'll book you in for Tuesday.
And it's just about cyclists doing that, riding slowly, 2 or 3 abreast, holding cars back
On the road.
On the road. It just
I saw the Newry Wheelers on the Warren Point. Are you listening, Newry Wheelers? On the
I've
Warren
started
Point
something,
Road the other day, you were 3 abreast out on the motor carriageway. Now, I tell you something about going down that Warren Point Road, Newry Wheelers. When a man in a car is driving to Warren Point, with the low sun of 11 o'clock, I'm on the soapbox again.
Yeah, absolutely.
The low
Good,
sun
right.
at 11 o'clock in the morning blinds the motorist. So you're there, you have a death wish. The motorist is driving along where he should be driving along. You're cycling along where you have no business cycling along. And the motorist at a certain moment of the morning, with the sun at the right altitude in its normal trajectory, or hours around it, will not see you because the sun is in his eyes because it's so slow. And would you catch yourselves on and stick in the bicycling lane, and please keep yourselves safe.
That's good. I think that we cyclists need a good relationship with cars. We need to have we need to look out for them, and they need to look out for us.
Absolutely.
But I think if we annoy them constantly, we're just going to make them do stupid
But
things.
these fellows were doing this with such aplomb and such confidence out in the motorcycling,
Yes.
the motor car lane.
Yeah.
I said, they must be allowed to do this. It must be okay for Newry Wheelers to cycle 3 abreast in the motor car lane.
Yeah.
Is it? Do tell me. I'd love to know.
I don't know, but it does annoy, and it is dangerous. So,
And it's
so I
not
would-
about motorists being impatient. It's about, I'm driving down there, they're doing 30 miles an hour, I'm on a 60 miles
20,
an hour stretch
yeah.
of road, 20, I'm on a 60, and they're stuff going boom, 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 coming here. I'm having to find a way of getting out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now, please sort that one out, but I mean, they'll not. They'll keep doing it. Backsides in the air, heads down. Look at me, who's like me? I'm the king of the castle. Get in onto the other thing.
There you go. That was a nice rant.
It was a good rant.
I'm glad I
like
started
rant.
you on that one.
I know that. What are you going to start me on now?
I'm not sure. I kind of ran out of my topics here.
I have a very good interview coming up shortly.
Yes.
I've the Belle of Armagh coming to me.
Lovely.
That'll take me 10 minutes. We'll find out all about that.
Lovely.
And a major interview.
Lovely.
The 4 of us. the group.
Excellent.
You like
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I do.
You
I
like
do.
them.
And in fact, what date?
Saturday.
Sa-
Where is it? It's the town hall.
The town hall.
Town hall in Newry this Saturday.
Yes, and so whatever date that is, last month in August, my wife and I drove out to go to see the four of us
In the town hall?
in the town hall.
Yeah, I
and I was a bit disappointed at the low turnout until I looked at my ticket.
Well, you better move for this one, because I tell you, the tickets are flying off the
I've
shelf.
got my tickets, no
Yeah.
bother at all.
This is Eccles Physiotherapy. This is Stephen. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
indeed.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.
You will do.
Yeah.
You will do. Thank you
Music,
very
sir,
much.
please.